right, let's go. Let's get started. Let's get started. By no other way than to start off with gotcha. Am I right? Am I right? You guys got some gotcha goo babies? Well, we'll see. We'll see how lucky we get. We'll see how lucky we get. Oh! I have the worst RNG possible here. This is the worst possible outcome. Ah! Okay, three pulls. Yeah, three pulls. All right, okay. Not really ideal, but you know, shit happens. It does happen like that. It do be like that. Okay. So with that being said, let me do something real quick before we start the event. We need to increase our synchro. I feel like this would come in handy. Okay, and we have one more. Nice. 653. Yeah, hello. Let's. Hey. Hope you had a good travel. I'm assuming that you made it, you know. But hello, hey. You're just in time. I'm gonna complete this now for our next report. Over the past few days, a series of missing person cases have been reported across the arc. They almost died due to turbulence. Yeah, dude, man. Turbulence does scare me. I think I'm going back to my home country in December, so yeah. Yeah. Hope my plane doesn't get shot down. The central government has issued an official statement saying that the incidents cannot be classified as serial disappearances. Case number 1. Missing person Miles Carter. What a name. Male, 45, former commander. 183 centimeters, 80 kilograms. Holy shit. 183 centimeters? Damn. Last seen living in his home around 11 p.m. His daughter filed a report with the ACPU 2 days after his disappearance. Little information, lost his leg during an operation on the surface and has a long history of alcohol abuse. Well, that's the problem right there. He was too drunk. Too drunk. Recently began counseling at the urging of his daughter. Those around him say he had been showing improvement and was counseling? What counseling center and confirmation required? Meanwhile, at the rapture part discovered at the home of the missing person was said to be in debris from a unit destroyed from the recent terrorist attack on the Ark. So that's when the timeline would be when after Crow. The central government has declared that it is unrelated to the current missing persons case. However, some have raised suspicion of a cover-up, fueling ongoing controversy. Case number 4. Missing person Iris Monroe. Wow, what a character. Not really NIKKE level art, if I'm gonna say. Honestly, not really NIKKE level art, but sure. Female 6, okay, maybe makes sense. 68, almost 69, nice. Former nurse, 154 centimeters, 53 kilograms. Last seen around 10 a.m. after leaving to attend a gathering with acquaintances. At around 7 p.m. on that day, her son filed a report with the ACPU. Authorities visited her residency immediately after a report was filed, but it was empty. Preliminary findings at the scene suggest the entire family has gone missing. Case classified as family disappearance. Notable information: no signs of forced entry. The rapture part was found in the basement. The gathering of acquaintances unable to verify details. The rapture part was placed on some sort of altar, but for what purpose? It does sound like, you know what? I'm just gonna go off on a limb here. Freaking NIKKE has gone into the realm of AI generated stories. Conspiracy theories suggesting that the groundwork is being laid for a second arc terror attack, fueling widespread anxiety among the general populace. Case number 8. Missing person Alessia 9. Female, 42, psychological counsel. 167 centimeters, 55 kilograms. Holy shit, these people are light. The time of disappearance unknown. Reported missing to the ACPU by her last client. Notable information: operated a counseling center, confirmed to be the same center where Miles Carter underwent counseling. Has a daughter named Para. That's a hell of a name. No contact with the daughter as of yet. Also missing? Question mark? Why did the daughter fail to report her mother's disappearance? That's a good question. This is no good. Fully puts her pen down. Fully's eyes shift from the case file to the computer and monitor beside her, and the partition leading to the outer rim. A young girl glances around, then slips inside. The face of the culprit captured on CCTV was Sabali. My type? Para. Who the fuck is Para? Was unmistakably Para as identified in file for case number 8. This is the only lead we got. Can't afford to lose the trail now. YouTube is not receiving enough video to make content. We'll get better at it. Right, can't afford to lose this trail at all. Bullet grabs her sidearm. I hope it's nothing serious. She sets off in the police station. Case number 9. Missing person Polly. ACP investigator. Went missing during the investigation. Confirmed last seen heading for the outer rim. All signs point to her pursuing Para alone. Notable information: confirmed to have visited the counseling center operated by Alessia 9 on the day of her disappearance. The center of currently decommissioned entry is not permitted. Recently, a phrase has been reported to circulating among the staff. Umbrella will pave the way for us. Umbrella? Umbrella? That umbrella? Monkas. Oh boy. Now we're getting into the meat of things. Alright, let's clear the challenge first. That's first and foremost, and then we'll knock up the story, I guess. Okay. So yeah, little things that I wanted to talk about when going broad about. Oh, okay, never mind. We're not going to talk about it at all. Yeah. Okay. Well, now we go into the login stamps. Nice, nice, nice. I really like how they put it to Resident Evil 2, I guess. They got it to the core. So we got Miranda. I forgot her name. This is Miranda. But who's this? For a second I thought Privity, but that's definitely not Privity. Oh shit, who's the who Quincy? Quincy? Yeah. No, Quincy is the jail. Query. See, I knew it began with the Q. I knew it began with the Q. I knew it began with the Q. FYI. Just let it be known. Let it be known. Let it be known I knew it began with the Q. Yeah, I knew it began with the Q. I knew it began with the Q. At this point, it doesn't matter, right? We have burst 2, burst 3. Yeah. It won't matter. We have dude, this is just an event. Hell no, what do you mean? Right on time. Take a seat. I heard a D wave was detected. Yes. So whenever there's a D wave, I'm assuming people go missing. It was 2 weeks ago. A D wave triggered by the entity code named Gatekeeper was picked up. So the next solo raid is gonna be a Gatekeeper? 2 weeks ago, you said? Why was I notified immediately? We had to confirm a few things. The D wave wasn't detected on the surface this time. It came from inside the Ark. We're presently picking up D wave signals from a mansion located in the Outer Rim. If we move too hastily, there's a risk of the D wave being exposed to external parties. This could reignite tensions with the Outer Rim, especially since the dust has only settled from our last Outer Rim incident. As such, the central government has decided to handle this case with extreme caution. Which brings me to my point. Have you ever heard of the Torch of Salvation? The Torch of Salvation? I've heard of it before when I was working a case with that girl, Depara, searched for her mother. What is this, Resident Evil Village? Aren't they a cult that worship raptures as gods? It seems you are well informed. Take a look at this. Anderson hands me a document. The document reads, human life falls into oblivion, throwing into the world in turmoil. Life has been created a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless judgment descends from the skies. Do not resist thy feeble human strength. The end is nigh. God! Guide to these foolish mortals to their reckoning. Is this a prayer? Where did... We recovered this near a mansion near where the D-Wave was detected. It's supposedly a prayer recited at the Torch of Salvation gatherings. And also, that mansion has been identified as the gathering site for the Torch of Salvation. We shouldn't go charging in head first. Unless if we want to complete a complete fiasco on our hands. The most reliable method is to infiltrate their ranks by posing as a believer. That's why we spent the past 2 weeks gathering all available until that will be used to help you infiltrate undercover. What? Your task is simple. Memorize the materials we've compiled. Disguise yourself as a believer of the Torch of Salvation. Then enter the mansion and investigate the situation regarding D-Wave. While you're there, resolve any related incidents you encounter. Holy shit, I'm dropping... Oh, that's probably why. 1 second. I'm gonna probably drop out. 1 second. Are we okay? Am I live? Am I still live? Hello? Hello, 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 hello. I forgot to turn off my VPN. I was doing some sussy things. Hello? Hello? Am I live? Am I live? Am I live? 1 2 1 2 1 2 test. No, you're not. Okay, well that I will take it as a yes, I am. You want me to go undercover? I've heard a lot about your infiltration skills. Word is you've used the skill to close the book on several major cases. We're counting on you to put the skills to good use once more. Just so you know, the counters won't be accompanying you on this mission. Moving around the outer rim with such prominent individual poses too great of a risk. Instead, we arranged a separate support group. Return to the commander's room and you'll meet them there. I'll brief you on the remaining mission details. Deputy Chief, are you saying? That will be all. I have an important meeting to attend. Typical. Well then, look forward to hearing good news from you. Well, that's not very helpful at all. Yeah, that's not very helpful at all, is it? Well, okay, so I shouldn't be dropping any frames. I dropped 1.9 of my frames here. Not really good. But seems like we're pretty stable now. Oh, okay, never mind. We're at 2%. Cool. Talk to you soon. Nice. Zane. He said to meet in the back of the commander's room, but it's awfully quiet in here. Guess I'll sit and wait. I'm sitting right now. I sink into the couch and everything Anderson just told me comes flooding back. The D-Wave, the Outer Rim, the Mansion, and the Torch of Salvation. Never thought I'd hear that name again. Where did we hear this name? A memory of something I saw on the surface hits me abruptly. A small altar in the middle of a clearing and a glade unknown purpose. People lying around as if they're asleep. Each of them holding a rapture part in their hands. Palestino! Welcome, stranger. Welcome, stranger. Yeah, I can't do Resident Evil 4. Palestino! I realize I've been entrusted with a mission greater than I anticipated. My mind is racing. Maybe a splash of water will help clear my head. Drip, 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 drip. The sound of running faucet can be heard from the bathroom. Did I forget to turn off the water? Hey, yeah. Nice. We get to see a shower screen. If Rappy finds out, she'll freak out. Drip, drip. Huh? My nose burns. I glance at the mirror and see blood flowing. Just like the people I saw near the altar back then. Huh? Blood fills the sink. Are you being a bit dramatic? Oh my god, it's K! No way, it's K. Who? What? Who is this? Hi. Who are you? Alright. Have a good night, Blitz. What the? Hey, you okay? Blood that filled the sink has completely vanished. I glance back into the mirror again. DK, Drift King, Donkey Kong are standing behind me. Yeah, I'm fine. So, you're the backup Anderson was talking about? We'll wait outside. Pull your stuff together and come out when you're ready. The missing person reports continue to pour in. The central government has started stating against those who spread false information. After washing my face, I step out and see the news is on. He is leaning against the wall and with her arms crossed. Kay is sprawled out on the couch. They're watching the news, both with a grin and expression. These days, all you hear on TV are stories about people going missing. I was told to get the mission details directly from you both. Read that first. We'll talk after. He tosses a stack of documents onto the table and then glances back at the news broadcast. It's like I won't be getting a word out of her until I'm finished with the entire pile. At the very top of the stack document it reads, Case number 1, missing person Miles Carter. So take a look. I'm still dropping packets? How? How am I dropping packets? What the fuck? No way, no way, no way, no way. What's going on there? What's going on? Why am I dropping packets? Should be no reason why I'm dropping packets now. 3.7 is nice. You're a fast reader. Now tell me, what exactly is happening in the art? As the question hangs in the air, my eyes remain fixed on the last page of the document. Case number 9, missing person Polly. So the government is trying to keep it hush-hush. But as you've seen, there's been a string of disappearances inside the art. Missing person of all different ages, genders, and backgrounds. One of them is even a NIKKE. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be any obvious link between them. Case slides the document towards me. Case number 8, missing person Elseria 9. Notable information. Has a daughter named Debara. According to the central government records, Debara's mother. Student 9. Dude, what are these names? Was involved with the code Torch of Salvation. So I poked around the counseling center she ran. Turns out every single missing person is someone connected to that place. For example, this guy. Miles Carter. Turns out he was going there for counseling. Iris Monroe used to work there as a nurse. Not only that's enough. You don't have to spell everything out. If you say so. Anyway, here's the bottom line. Every one of the missing is tied to Elseria 9. Which brings us to the problem. She's part of the cult that worships raptures. So here's where the D wave is coming from. The first person to go missing, Miles Carter, vanished 2 weeks ago. Strangely enough, we picked up the D waves from the Outer Rim 2 weeks ago as well. Right at that mansion where the Torch of Salvation holds this gathering. Something about this reeks, wouldn't you agree? So the missing persons case, the D-Wave, and the Torch of Salvation, there's a chance they're all connected? That's right. This mission is a lot more complex than the last. We've got to figure out why the D-Wave is being detected from the mansion. Get to the bottom of this, how it ties into the disappearances. Verify the identities of all the missing. And on top of everything else, rescue them if possible. Naturally, if we anything else felonies from the Torch of Salvation while we're at it, we'll have to decide whether to or not to eliminate them. Simple enough? Hey, so the Torch of Salvation is our target this time, huh? That's what we were told. As usual, you and D will handle the infiltration. Just pose as a married couple. Oh wow, okay, that makes sense. Who have been brainwashed by the cult and to attend one of the gatherings. And what you will be doing? I'll go solo again this time. I've got a bad feeling about something, so I want to take a look into it first. Alright. Well, then you've been briefed on the mission. So start by memorizing what's been written here. Dean tosses another stack of documents onto the table and turns to the news broadcasts. Once again, it seems she won't say another word until I've read through everything. Just from skimming through, it looks like this is a backstory for the couple that we're supposed to play. You want me to memorize all of this? I'm off to handle some stuff. Let's give it our all. In the name of justice. Wait, why does that sound familiar? Sounds about right. Yeah, this UI is not clear as the nearer UI, but we'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. How did I know she would say that? How did I know? How did I know? How did I know? How did I know she would say that? Ain't no way. Their husband and wife. Both of them from the Quodotian class. And have been living fairly uneventful life in the art. Annette works as a nurse. On the other hand, her husband... Speaking of which, what alias should I use this time? William, I believe you shouldn't be able to come up with something on your own. Sorry, go on. William is a researcher at the pharmaceutical... Oh my god, a pharmaceutical company? No way, it sounds like... Wait! Wait, wasn't the dude's name William? Oh shit, well, the guy from Resident Evil 2. Despite the couple's busy schedule. Yeah, well, wasn't his name William? Oh fuck, I forgot. Actually, yeah, hold on one second. I'm gonna check this out. Resident Evil 2. What was the guy's name? Yeah, it was the dude's name was William, wasn't it? What are the odds? Yeah, it was! It was! It was! A coincidence? I think not. I'll never forget the situation. Wait, what was her name? Wait, whoa, hold on. Oh, Annette and William, no way. Everyone of them speaks highly of them. Weird seems. Oh my gosh, we're really playing as Sherry Birkin. Yeah, we're William and Annette Birkin. Yo, you must have had a long day. Yeah, you too. Must have had a long day yourself, darling. No. Oh, what's that, honey? They're these nuts. You wanna. Just kidding. And the flowers are absolutely beautiful. Oh, right, the flowers. I thought of you on the way home, so I picked them up. Thank you. She loves nothing more than flowers from her husband. That part of the script never seems to change, no matter what role they play. So that's her preference. Which again, I love it. 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 Honey? It's nothing. Then one day, calamity befalls the couple. A medical accident occurs at Williams Pharmaceutical Company. All of the blame is pinned on... Oh, wow. This is completely Resident Evil 2. The couple suddenly becomes buried in debt. The idyllic life collapses overnight, but we don't have a kid. Despite this, Annette never blames William. Instead, it's alright. What happened wasn't your fault, honey. It's the world that's gone crazy. Oh, wow, that's complete contrast. Don't worry. The judges will be sent from above and guide everyone towards the end. They begin to blame the world for turning its back on them. Soon, the couple becomes devoted to the torch of salvation. With their faith deepened, the couple decide to attend a gathering purportedly being held at a certain mansion. Thus quietly headed for the outer rim. No way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way we're actually playing somewhat of a Resident Evil 2 cameo. Ain't no way. The residential area near the mansion is eerily quiet. It's rather unsettling. It's like there's no one around at all. Only pages filled with prayer scripts and scattered about. There are no signs of life anywhere. When Kay and I were digging around, this area was crawling with cultists. So what now, darling? Let's start by checking out the area. Given the situation, I think we can drop the act. He and I split to look around. Well, there are some signs of someone who was living here recently. The place itself is completely empty. The only thing worth to note is some sort of graffiti that have been scrawled all over the walls. Is that an umbrella? Why would someone draw something like that here? Does it mean anything? I stared at the umbrella graffiti for a while, but it offers no answers. I turned my head and see a mansion looming in the distance. From the moment I saw it, the mansion felt like it didn't belong in the outer rim. What's a perfectly intact mansion doing this in the outer rim, you ask? Beats me. A strange rumor has been spreading in the outer rim. Locals warn others not to go near the mansion. Stay far away from the mansion unless you want misfortune to come your way. Maybe that's why it's intact. That place gives me the creeps. Maybe I should head to where Dee is. I'm pretty sure I saw her heading that way earlier. Dee, you here? Sorry. I didn't realize you were changing. Oh, no. We want to see changing. I'm slipping into something that'll be easier to move around with. No point in pretending that we're a couple at this point. So did you see anything? I noticed... Wait, are we talking about seeing her change or seeing actually on the wall? I noticed some strange graffiti drawn all over the place. Other than that, nothing unusual. Nothing out of the ordinary. That makes us all this more suspicious. I hear a door opening behind me. Dee has changed back into her usual outfit. Doesn't look like there's anything to learn here. Let's head back to the mansion. With any luck, we might find some sort of lead there. Target located. Keep up your end of the bargain. I'll do the same. Ho. Naruhodo. Oh, this is probably gonna take 3 hours. If I don't read this quickly. Dude, how the hell does Ada have only 6 bullets? Bro, like, no way you're gonna give her 6 bullets. Make her that weak. The mansion is heavily guarded. There's no way to sneak in. The only way we can get inside without causing a scene is by reciting this prayer to prove we are believers. Memorize this all from top to bottom, and don't even think about complaining. I spent the whole night memorizing everything just as Dia has told me. Unfortunately, I never got to use what I memorized. Contrary to what Dia told me previously, getting into the mansion ended up being extremely easy, especially since there wasn't anything. I know how to speak English, especially since there wasn't any security. Much like the residential district, this mansion is deserted. Aside from the ominous creaking of the floorboards underneath my feet, absolutely nothing can be heard. Looks like this place is empty too. He and I scoped out the mansion surroundings only 2 days ago. Well, what the heck happened between then and now? Did they catch wind of us snooping around? Hey D. But if that was so, D? D's knows? Seems whatever I'm saying to D is not getting to D. I leave D to her thoughts and start surveying the lobby. In the center of the lobby, I step carefully past a shattered chandelier. It's upon a half-destroyed statue of a goddess. Not quite your ordinary household, that's for sure. The moment I approach the creepy statue, I notice a long trail of red stains stretching down the hallway. D, you might want to see those. The trail of blood leads straight to the dining room. What a mess. You can say that again. The dining room is in complete disarray with the rotten food scattered everywhere. Yet the foul stench of lingering around in the air was not coming from the spoiled food. It was coming from somewhere else instead. I'll go check it out on my own. No, let's go together. The blood trail winds past the dining table, stopping at the shelf in the corner. And at the end of the trail, there's a corpse. The body has been horribly mangled. The blood hasn't been even dried yet. It's clear that this just happened. What in the world is going on here? Suddenly, I feel something cold pressed into my back. Lower your weapon. Especially you don't do anything foolish. That is if you want to keep him alive. Identify yourself. FBI? I suppose you wouldn't know what that is. Sorry, but who I am is classified. Here's a friendly tip though. Stop asking questions and get out while you still can. How about no? We do what we want. Fuck y'all! I'm gonna do what I want. I really like how the fact that they gave us herbs on this. Clack. It's aqua, by the way. It's aqua, but green eyes. Oh, you didn't hear that. Miranda, are you alright? Oh yes, of course. I was just doing my usual firearms check. I'm still dropping frames. What the hell? At this hour, the workday's over. ACPU works for our citizens around the clock. How was that? Did it sound cool? Not really. I don't think that's something you should be saying in this situation. Is that so? Cherish a gun like you would a loved one. What about that? This doesn't quite fit the situation either. Oh, really? Then, darn, this isn't good. I'm officially out of excuses. Hang on. You're not planning on waiting until I'm off duty and then heading out to the outer rim, are you? The boss already told us. Since there's no way HQ is ever going to authorize an investigation, we've been told to stand by for now. But you're still investigating, aren't you, Query? Query quickly shuts the file folder she's carrying. The document she was reading is labeled case number 9. I can't sit by and do nothing. I'm sorry, but I have to go out to the outer rim and find Polly. But we be defying orders. Fine by me. I've gotten used to filing out disciplinary reports. 10 pages. I mean... 6 pages. No, 3 pages. I can fill it all in my sleep. I think we'd be in more than just a disciplinary report. Oh, even better. And I won't have to write one at all. No, what I'm saying is... Besides, Polly would have done the same for us. Corey turns to the whiteboard placed in the corner of the police station. Her vision is too blurry to make out what's written on it. Get some fucking glasses, please. Whenever you can get Query with glasses. A photo of Polly. Wait, so her favorite items is gonna be glasses then? Right? It's confirmed. With the photo of Polly pinned at the center of the board. It's now perfectly clear to her. Alright, I'm off. Miranda. Yes? Coming with you. Yeah, it's confirmed. It has to be. So what's our first course of action? Oh, are you asking me? It's just you and me, so who else would I be asking? No shit. No more jumping out of the shadows like last time, okay? Honestly, it scares me to death when you do. So what you're telling me is you came out of nowhere without a plan. Well, this is where Polly's signal was last detected. Why don't we start by searching around this area? Also, is it just me, or does this place feel kind of creepy? Yeah, it gives off the vibe. There isn't a soul around. Hey, do you see that? There's a mansion over there. Maybe that's not a good idea to check out, but again, story plot. Let's go check it out. Why wouldn't you? It's to continue the plot. This is the ACPU. We're coming in. FBI, open up! Miranda yanks open the front doors and strides confidently through. We really shouldn't be barging in like this, Miranda. As the front door opened, a courtyard came into view. What's that? In queer hazy field of vision, 3 furry shapes appear. Polly? Oh, that's not good. That's not Polly. Run! Bark, bark! Uh-oh. 3 dogs. Oh, this could be a very dirty scene. 3 dogs lunge towards them. Their eyes glow sinister red as if they've been infected by something. Where did they come from? Arf, arf. Just as the largest one opens its jaw. Hey, Claire and Jill. They actually meet. No way. 2 women appear from behind. Yeah, seriously. I think this is the first time they're actually meeting, right? Yeah, it actually is. No way. Wait, so it's confirmed. We're actually gonna get between Claire and Jill in the next Resident Evil 9? It's confirmed. Clip it and ship it. One of them fires a launcher into the air, causing the dogs to flee into the distance. You okay? Thanks a bunch. What? Who are you? I should be asking you the same thing. What the hell is this place and who are you people? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? We got quite the backstory here. It is really interesting how we're seeing Resident Evil characters inside the world of NIKKE. It really is interesting.
悪くなかったわ。次の任務でもよろしくね。
Hold the door, we gotta keep him out. Damn, another mansion? Am I caught in... Hey, if you know, you know. Huh? The art does look interesting, though. Don't worry. I mean, this is no night. Miranda, that's... Okay. If you're still not convinced, I can pitch your cheek if you like. That's so thoughtful, I'm tearing. The juxtaposition? The juxtaposition of these two characters. It's, again, it is actually interesting to see it unfold. You're most welcome. We can save the... Can we save the bandit for later? You guys like my premium voice acting skills? I bet you do. The violently shaking door finally stops. Wait, so are we actually gonna fight Tyrant? I think they're all gone now. I thought the gunfire scared them off, but it brought friends instead. If we arrived any later, things could have been a disaster. Yeah, that was a little too close for comfort. Anyway, now that we have got things calmed down, let's get some proper introductions going. I'm Claire Redfield. I'm Query from the CPU. Thanks for your help. And this is here is... I'm Miranda, also with the ACPU. ACPU? That's right. We're the police safeguarding the citizen's safety. We have Jill from Stars and Claire Redfield. These are the best of the best, and we're meeting these two. What polar opposites? There's no way. So you're both police officers then? Have you heard of a man called Chris? He's my brother. He works for Raccoon City Police Department. I haven't been able to reach him, so I'm looking for him. Wait, what timeline are you on? Are you on Resident Evil 2 timeline? Raccoon City Police Department? I'm not too sure. Have you heard of that query? No, this is my first time hearing about this department. Same goes for this man, Chris. I see. It's a pity. I guess that leaves my introduction? Oh yeah. And you are? Name's Jill Valentine. Claire and Jill. Got it. Can I ask how you exactly ended up here? Well, I realize how crazy this probably sounds, but I'm curious about that myself. No? I was on a chopper getting evacuated. Oh, okay, so... This does... Okay. Yeah, it's Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 timeline. Okay. Noted. When everything went blurry. No way. Next thing I knew, I was here. Dude, they're just... Tell me I'm not crazy. So, clearly, they're... Capcom is setting up for Resident Evil 9. They're doing it. They're clearly doing it here. So we're gonna have a reunion with Jill, Claire, maybe Leon and Chris. You too? Hey, how did I know? I was trying to escape Raccoon City when everything started going blurry too. Before I knew it, I saw the two of them getting attacked. Just reacted and sprang into action. What the hell has happened to us? It's called story plot. I have to finish this today. I can't stream tomorrow. Uh-oh. What did they say? Oh, it's too dark in here. Oh, quiet. Everyone watch your steps so you don't fall. They don't say anything, do they? Oh, it's so dark in here. Oh, quiet. Supply box, let's go. 2 herbs, let's go. You guys are ready to lock it in. I think I should be. Honestly, I think it should be clear. I feel like I should be able to clear this. Alright, here we go. We're gonna speed run through this. So to sum things up, neither of you have heard of the Ark in the Outer Rim, and you've never heard of NIKKE's or Rapture's either. Nope. And on our end, we've never heard of this Raccoon City you have escaped from, and it's the first time you've heard of this. We've heard of the stars the unit Joe belongs to. This is bizarre. It feels like I'm in a dream. A dream, you say? The offer to pinch your cheek is still open. Hey, you know, can we pinch both of those cheeks? Thanks, but no thanks. Alright. If you change your mind, just say the word. Sure thing. Actually, there's one more thing. If you have never heard of Raccoon City, I'm guessing Umbrella Corporation doesn't ring a bell either? Umbrella? I figured as much. Those dogs that you were attacked by seem infected by a virus. That made me think that Umbrella might be up to no good here as well. For certain. But one thing's clear, something is definitely going on. So query Miranda, what brings you to the mansion? I doubt a pair of cops coming to an old mansion just like this for a social call. Is it related to a case? Well, yep, that's right. We're here to find a colleague of ours who's gone missing. Her name is Polly and went missing around this area. You both are free to go. But with Polly's disappearance and those dogs from earlier, I say this is rather dangerous, so we can escort you somewhere safer. You said Raccoon City, right? I'll check with my boss about this place, so don't you worry. What about you two? We still need to find Polly. You couldn't even handle those dogs earlier. That's because... It's fine. We'll stay and help you guys look for your friend Polly. Besides, by investigating this mansion, we might be able to find how we ended up here. There's gotta be some kind of connection. The connection is Resident Evil 9! Makes sense to me. This place is dangerous. We should stick it out together. I appreciate your help. I have no idea how we wound up here, but why don't we kick off the investigation from here? First off, where? Looks like we're in the annex. It says here on this emergency emergency exit map. Miranda points to the bulletin board on the wall. On the bulletin board, there's an emergency exit as well as... Looks like this is annex. It was used to be used as a dorm. A dorm schedule. What the? What kind of screwed up rule is that? What do they mean by ignore any child you hear calling for help? A list of dorm rules and regulations. And a notice stamped with an umbrella-shaped logo was posted up. Informed consent from clinical trial. Naruhodo.
下がってよ。さあ、一番いいところで。人間マガジンとかできねえのかよ。報告を脅かす人物。審判をやるよ。
Alright, so I do feel like this is no coincidence here. Why Capcom would try to look for, again, it's a small price to pay. Not sure if it is even a price to pay for Capcom and its budget that it has. But they're trying to get, they're really prepping up for Resident Evil 9 here. I honestly feel like it. It does make sense. It does all line up. What? Next, are we gonna get a NIKKE and GTA collab? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way we're actually gonna get GTA 6 collab with NIKKE. Yeah, it does seem a little interesting. Well, I appreciate the free advice. The fact that you're telling me to stop asking questions and leave tells me you know something about what's going on here. Who knows? What do you think? I feel a gun barrel pressing against my back of the neck. Whether you know or not, I just hope you're on our side. Sure, I'm on your side as long as you turn around and walk out of this mansion without a fuss. So what's it gonna be? I stare at the corpse. The upper half is savagely torn apart. No gun or blade could have caused that, which means something other than this woman was responsible. Something like a savage beast, maybe a wolf or some kind? Or something like that Rapture I saw climbing into the window. Wait, Rapture? Am I the only one who saw that? Don't even think about distracting me with strange comments. Gunfire? This way. Ho 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 ho. Getting aroused here? As if on cue, D grabs me by the collar, raises her axe to the woman's throat. Are you okay? My neck's a little sore though. Lower your weapon. Don't do anything foolish. You're pretty good. But are you really bringing... Oh, wait, that gun won't do anything. Want to see who's faster? Even with the axe blade resting against her throat, the woman remains utterly unperturbed. Instead, she merely flashes a calm, confident smile. Same for D. Even with the gun pointed at her head, she remains as composed as ever. At this rate... Wait. Hey. My name is Sean. I'm here to investigate a missing person's case. I have reason to believe the Torch of Salvation might be involved. Missing person's case? What about it? I don't know why you're here. But could we be after the same thing here? Maybe we can... Oh boy. Glass shatters as the windows burst through the window. One rapture leg. His upper body is mass-produced NIKKE. Oh boy. Fused to something. The hell is that? Had about these interruptions. Hey, you know that checks out. That checks out with Ada, and again, makes sense. This is Resident Evil 2 Ada right now. Let's check out. Let's check out. It honestly does check out. Follow me, and don't even think about using that gun, unless you want more of those things showing up. Mr. Roman disappears into the lobby. These nuts. Let's swallow her. Yeah, so it does kind of make sense that NIKKE would collaborate with Capcom. Again, it's just information sharing. Probably, again, negotiations were dealt, and Capcom being Capcom, trying to prepare for Resident Evil 9, doing anything that they can to prepare for it. That also kind of doesn't, or it does kind of clear my suspicions that we'll have a reunion between Chris, Leon, and Jill, and Claire, maybe, and maybe even Sherry. Sound like I'm retarded. The sounds phase away. We fled through from the creature, making it up to the second floor of the mansion. Perhaps the stairs were too narrow, as it doesn't seem to follow us up here. What is that? A monstrous fusion of a rapture and a mass-produced NIKKE. And even at a glance, it's clear that those two are forcibly stitched together. The hellish appearance on the thing was nightmare fuel. Suddenly, the woman reaches out her hand to me. What do you think you're doing? The woman ignores her axe pointed at her and gently brushes my back. I'm simply trying to pat him on the back. See? I don't have my weapon in hand. With a calm smile, she raises both her hands slightly. Name's Ada. We got out of Raccoon City. But everything went blurry, so when I guess Leon wasn't able to save her, this is when she remembers it? Next thing I know, a mention appears, so I was investigating the area. Raccoon City? You haven't given me your name, by the way. It's D. These nuts! It's just these nuts! Yes. D puts her axe away. Okay, fair enough. D. Easy to pronounce, I suppose. Honestly, don't you think your story has holes in it? You say everything went blurry and this mansion appears before you. What does that even mean? I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. My vision blurred. And this mansion just appeared. So you're saying, how many times do I need to say it? My vision blurred and then... Ada. So, you either have no clearer memory of the circumstances that led you to this mansion, where you essentially blacked out and then you found yourself here almost as if you teleported. Is that how you feel? Both explanation pretty much sums up how I feel. Hey, we're both logical here. How'd you know that? I knew it. She's a human from another world brought here by the D-Wave. D-Wave these nuts. I have a few guesses to what happened to you. Explain to Ada what the D-Wave is in detail. So what you're saying is something called the D-Wave swept me in and dropped me into another world. If I wanted to go back, we need to wake up something called the Gatekeeper. That about covers it, yeah? Are you even allowed to share all this information with me? What if I'm playing with you and you get this intel? You were quick enough to reveal your name and intentions. Aren't you being way too kind, John? Or are you just being that naive? What if I'm the enemy? Hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure you met a naive, trustworthy type cop. Leon? Does it ring a bell? If you meant to kill me, you would have done it the moment that we met. True. Case in point with Leon. It does check out. It does check out. Ada's not really bad, but she does what she needs to do. And that's respectable. What if I'm just gathering intel while your guard's down and then planning to kill you? But you didn't kill Leon. You still haven't killed Leon from Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, and Resident Evil 6, I believe. Yeah, my back. She'll figure out something. You must be really trusting her if you're... You seem awfully calm about this, don't you think? You've been teleported to a strange world and yet you saw a nightmarish monster. Oh, okay, so that's where we don't know what we're saying right here. You're not wrong. Let's just say we're both a bit odd then. At any rate, this clearly isn't the world that I know. Correct. Then, why isn't there evidence of Umbrella Corporation? That's a good question. It points to the distance. A space littered with long benches. It's called the Collaboration. An altar with raptor cores resting on a top that stands at the far end. I wonder if there's going to be any NIKKE references in Resident Evil 9 then. Oh, that's actually pretty. I'm actually pretty curious about that. Yeah, I'm actually curious about if there's gonna be any NIKKE references in Resident Evil 9. Strewn across the altar, sheets of paper marked with an umbrella symbol. Yeah, I'm genuinely curious if that's gonna happen. I don't see it. Why not? But it would seem like, why wouldn't they? Because I'm pretty sure NIKKE would contribute to some things. Yeah, I do feel like a T virus. Oh boy. T virus experiment report. Top secret. Those are words written on top of the paper Ada's holding. His face darkens as she reads through the document. The umbrella symbol on top of the piece of paper. You seem to recognize it. What is this umbrella corporation you mentioned? The T virus. The G virus. Oh god, where she's Annette and I'm William. They're names of the viruses that spread throughout my world. The same viruses that drove Raccoon City towards utter destruction. What kind of virus would cause something like that? Simply, they're viruses that can rewrite genetic structure of living beings. They reduce intelligence into induce aggression. Those infected will turn into living corpses. On top of that, their physical abilities are greatly enhanced. And Umbrella is the one who made these viruses? Yes. He uses these viruses for bioweapon development. Like the creature we saw on the first floor. A creature that seemed a fusion between a NIKKE, Rapture, and mass-produced NIKKE. Wait, don't tell me. The situation is worse than I thought. It hands me another piece of paper. A short paragraph is scrawled across the top in the red ink. He who imbibes the holy elixir of the judge shall shed the flesh of the sinner and be reborn against the great appearing. Pain is but a prelude in transformation, and death is the echo of the new birth. Fear not. Neovirus development complete. Meet the foolish humans inside the Ark into the end. Just as I thought, the virus was developed here. And now, what happened in Raccoon City was about to happen here as well. John, I'm pouring to... Oh boy. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Blaze Out Squad? Who the fuck is the Blaze Out? Blaze Out? Think of it as our epidemic countermeasurement squad. Without another word, Dee moves in the far corner of the room. She appears to be attempting to establish radio contact. My head is spinning from all the new information I've been bombarded with. So now your girlfriend's out of the earshot. Oh, she's my girlfriend? Hey, okay, you know. Would you mind having a little chat just between the two of us? About what? I'll give you what intel you need. But if you find a person who developed the neovirus, hand over custody of them to me. That's all I'm asking for in exchange of my cooperation. You want me to just hand over the developer to you? You don't need to worry, I won't harm them. So what's your answer? That info better be worth something. I'll take that as a yes. Anna reaches into her coat and pulls out an old, worn notebook. What's that? Some quality reading material you should check out. It's a cult leader's journal, revealing the following text inside. Death is not the end. Death is purification. The purification of this world begins with death. I mean, you're not wrong. The merciless judge descends. Yeah, it's... Again, I do feel like Capcom is trying to prepare for Resident Evil 9. And maybe I'm in my crazy mode, but... Claire, Jill, and Ada... Hopefully, and again... Resident Evil 9 is taken after the fact that what happened in the events of Raccoon City in Resident Evil 2 and 3 does kind of align with what's going on here. Does make sense. Form consent with the clinical trial. Number 1 goal, to identify the worthy of salvation on the day of judgment. 2 procedure. Participants shall receive the holy elixir on the judge, the purification ritual. The ritual will span 7 days and cannot be halted or abandoned midway. During this period, bodily reactions and transformations will be observed to determine the subject's eligibility for salvation. 3. Possible phenomena and side effects. high fever, vomiting, and dizziness, visual and auditory hallucinations, temporary permanent body mutations. All phenomena are deemed divine trials and cannot be defied by moral intervention. I hereby acknowledge that I clearly understood the information stated above and give my voluntary consent to... Who the fuck would actually consent to this? Humbly accept all outcomes arising from the process. Okay. Signed by... Huh? Because the signature was left blank. Okay, so Polly Hammer, what is this timeline here? So Polly Hammer into her head. Okay. Yeah, Polly taught me that. Hold on, Polly. There's no time for this. We gotta find Polly. Resuming investigation. Miranda rushes to the annex. Despite how she is, I can assure you she is a capable officer. Question mark? Should we head in as well? Hold on a second. There's something I need to check. Jill, take a look at the symbol. It's an umbrella, isn't it? First, infected dog attack, and now this. Not to mention the contents of the consent form. Seems like to me the umbrella is beyond. Yeah, no shit. It's as if they result in physical mutations. Or the judge might be another virus developed by them. So Umbrella even has her filthy tendrils in this place. Sorry to interrupt. But you keep mentioning this Umbrella Corporation. Would you mind explaining exactly what that is? Is there any chance it's connected to Polly's disappearance? I should know about it. Umbrella presents itself as a pharmaceutical company. In reality, they repeatedly carry out illegal human experiments. They develop a virus that alters the human body and induces madness. What was that? I think it came from deep inside the annex. I'll go check it out. I'll inform you if something comes up. Query, you and Claire stay here. I don't even know what chapter this is. But yeah, we're about to hit our... Oh boy, I'm dropping frames left and right here. Let's go. Last event, let's go. The upper recess of the annex storeroom is cluttered with a miscellaneous junk in each corner of the room. The statue has been honorably placed. Meanwhile, in the middle of the room, Miranda lies half buried beneath a pile of books. Appears that she should attempt to reach a pile. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What happened? There was something tucked in this book. So I tried pulling it and it ended up falling over. I guess this was what I was trying to get. Miranda hit Jill Miranda hand merciless judge punishes the sinner. The sinner kneels beneath the false goddess, and the false goddess stares down the prophet in silence. The deceitful gaze invites ruin. Only the true gaze shall open the path. It's like some kind of riddle. Where did you say you found this? Hold on. You see that, Joe? There's a lever beneath the statue. I'll try pulling it. Wait, it could be a trap. Miranda pulls the lever beneath the statue, goddess of victory, towards the left. The statue turns face. The statue turns and faces. The statue turns and faces the statue to its left. Oh, the statue moved. This lever must control the statue somehow. Hold on a minute. The statue of Goddess Victory. Okay, the statue of Hooded Disciple. Statue of Menacing Rapture. A statue of ordinary man and woman. Each statue has a lever behind it. All these statues can be rotated. Maybe the direction of the statue can... Classic Resident Evil. Miranda, don't you touch anything. We haven't fully figured out the puzzle yet. It didn't move an inch. It moved on its own. I'm at the ceiling. The ceiling? Oh boy. You know what's gonna happen next. If you know, you know. The ceiling begins caving. Classic Resident Evil. The deceitful gaze invites us to ruin. The statue of the goddess. Okay. Did we trigger a trap by turning the statue in the wrong way? Miranda, quick, pull the lever the other way. Turn it facing the disciple statue. Got it. Miranda pulls the lever of the statue of the goddess of victory to the right. The goddess statue rotates the face the statue on its right. As if the goddess looks up and the disciple statue and like halts its descent. They almost ended up being sandwiches. Jill sandwiches! Oh my god, if you know, you know. Yeah. I almost thought you would be Jill sandwiches. Ha ha ha. If you know, you know. If you don't, you know, you're good. You're That lever you pulled made the ceiling stop. Does it mean the true gaze? Then the disciples. I almost thought we would be Jill sandwiches. Then the disciple statues must represent the prophet. If the goddess statue represented the false goddess, that leaves the judge in the center. Typically, sin is represented by humans. What do we do now, Jill? Prophet agrees to judge. Miranda, could you flip this lever in front of the disciple and make it face with the four-legged machine? Then next, Miranda manipulates the levers according to Jill's instruction. Thus, the statue disciple faces the statue of the rapture. The statue of the rapture faces the statue of the man and woman. The statue of the man and woman faces the goddess statue. And the goddess statue in turn faces the disciple status. Is it done? Yes, for now. I'm not entirely sure if this is the true gaze. Oh man, this is the last thing I want to get squashed by the ceiling and turn into a sandwich. You and me both. A Jill sandwich. Did you hear that? I'm pretty sure it came from the bookshelf. The bookshelf begins to turn slowly and slide to the side. Soon, the hidden passageway. Oh my god, we got the hidden passageway. Can I not skip this? Two shot to kill? Let's go. Easy. Easy clap. And then the passage. Intense lore in Miranda and Jill come to the laboratory. Unlike the mansion's decrepit exterior, the lab is equipped with surprising modern equipment. However, oh my. The corpses strewn between them make it clear that research conducted far was here from the ordinary. All these bodies. Shattered, oversized incubation tubes filled the room. Filled various corpses with naturally developed muscles protrude. All the bodies are completely torn in shreds. Jill averts her eyes in horror for insight. In the line of multiple computer terminals. Documents bearing Umbrella Corp's logo and scattered everywhere. Damn it, even here. Miranda, we gotta survive over here. Lead us. What did you say? Jill brought her ear closer to the research collapsed on the ground. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred, merciless judge, descend from the skies. Do not resist thy feeble human strength. The end is now. I'm coming. God, guide us these foolish mortals into the wreck. The end these foolish mortal distortions of these sacred, throwing these world into total end is nigh. Do not resist. Merciless judge, descend from the skies. Do not resist. God, guide us. Our reckoning. The researcher collapses, blood gushing from his mouth. A gasping hole has been torn down the center of his torso. As if it's something forcing in the way. Oh, that's the G virus. So that's the thing. Yeah, that's definitely the G virus. All because of a virus. The entire city was wiped. Family, friends, loved ones, all gone, vanished. Anyway, we can't let the same thing happen here. We need to investigate this area, leave no stone unturned. Worry about your colleagues who went missing. Seems Miranda and Joe went all the way inside. Why don't we start our research there? Okay, let's do that. After that, Claire and Corey begins checking out the nearby rooms one by one. Pair discovers when they arrive at the third room. Is this? Under the bed lies a weathered notebook. When Claire picks it up, a single photograph falls down. Seems like a photo of a mother and daughter. Dude, again, it's just, it seems like they're... So this is me not knowing. So again, I'm logging it here. Names that are been actually said in this event most likely can be transferred to Resident Evil 9. And again, it seems like they're building up to Resident Evil 9 here, which I've already confirmed. They're going back to Raccoon City. You know, we have Resident Evil Outbreak, and then you have the child from Resident Evil Outbreak is going to be the new main character in Resident Evil 9. And because of the fact that you're going back to Raccoon City, why not bring Claire, Jill, Chris, maybe even Carlos? Wait, Chris wasn't even in Resident Evil 3, was he? No, it's Leon, Claire, Jill, Carlos. Maybe we even get a cameo from Carlos, maybe? Who knows at this point? But the fact that if they're gonna do Resident Evil 9, like the core members that made the story here, like I feel like why not actually have a reunion? So again, they're building it up here. They seem to have a close relationship. Having trouble seeing it, and the fact that Killer D and myself, Annette and William, it kind of checks out. They're trying to build the momentum here. Having trouble seeing it. Want to take a closer look? Claire holds the photo close to the query. Faded faces of mother and daughter begin to come into focus. I'm not gonna even fucking read that. Hey, we made it. Holy shit. I knew something fell off. Missing Mission Core V. So that is 7 plus 8 declassified. So what? That was Resident Evil 8. And we're going to Resident Evil 9. Dude, it's again confirmed. Big brain. You guys aren't smart as me. They're clearly setting this up for Resident Evil 9. They're clearly setting up for Resident Evil 9. And I would be shocked when we play Resident Evil 9. There will be a NIKKE reference or Easter egg, so to call it. I would be shocked if there wasn't. Within the industries are all traces of evil that are, however, evil is in the darker side with the coin which exists or persists. Therefore, a proposal to maintain justice and oversee perilous siege has been drafted. The following is the tentative proposal. Flip. 2. Form a poor rapture radical group. Public awareness of rapture continues to decline. The detachment in the survey suggests that it is due to the fact that ordinary citizen really encounter rapture's pressure. Yeah, that is true. Therefore, pro-rapturous radical groups are receiving clan. Oh wow, we're using big words here for a +12 game. This is indebted to a form of hostility towards raptures amongst the general public. So he understands too. X. Oh, alright. We managed to clear this in 1 hour and 33 minutes. Imagine. Imagine being dedicated. I was able to do it. I was able to do it. Nice. I'm ready to go sleep. So I won't be able to stream tomorrow, which, again, not that it matters or not. I'll see you guys later. Let me just make sure I complete everything here. I missed out on the base skins, but honestly, I got better things to worry about. And yeah, see you guys later. Oh, good night. I'm tired. I'm burnt out. I might graduate. I might graduate soon. Not that it matters, and no one will ever know that saying that I'm gonna graduate. But yeah, have a good night.